my thing, my screen. Where'd my screen go? Alright. Alright, sorry. Technical difficulties on my computer. Man, I don't know how to evaluate any of this. This should be a fun night. In previous draft formats, this card's just like an insane bomb, right? Like I should probably just draft this card. I feel like I should just take my Phoenix Guard Lancer. That's like pack one, pick one a lot of the time. I think I'm just gonna try and force this. The Landing Plus Sight's probably not terrible. This card's super powerful as well. Just like drawing 3 seems like gas, but I think I'd rather. I don't know, I've never passed a Consult the Talons either, so like this card's pretty good. I guess Consult's legal in this format too. It's definitely between these two. I'd rather take this and just kill people. This card's pretty good at killing people, just like turn 4, 4/4, flight steadfast. This card is pretty fantastic removal. Could be happy with that one. Theorize seems okay. None of these uncommons in here are particularly good in our deck. This card seems super powerful in general. Speed, Crush, Steadfast for 4. Like a must-answer bomb. I think I'm going to go ahead and take the removal, though. Shackling Strand's pretty premium removal. Cripple seems pretty reasonable. I never played this card limited when this card was legal, but seems like a fine like trick/pseudo removal card. I think Shackling Strand is a little bit more powerful. There's Diligence cards in this format, though, so like something to think about. I'll keep you like I know. So, Evaporate seems like it's kind of an okay trick. This is like a split tempo / like protection spell. You can like pick your own thing up in response to removal, or you can get their thing out of the way. It's good in response to opposing combat tricks. Maybe that's the pickup here. Mechanized Aerialist is a pretty good evasive threat too, though. Pretty sure I'm just like all in on forcing the Flyers archetype here. I'm gonna take the Evaporate. I think the interaction is probably pretty premium. I don't know. I haven't first time drafting this, so not sure if I should be prioritizing threats or interaction. And generally, I tend to favor prioritizing interaction. Having more interaction gives you more room to outplay your opponent on average a lot of the time. Of course, if we got like this mobilize threat, we want to make sure we pick up like some Thunderfield Seers or other things early to mobilize off of. Golden Griffin, 3/4, flight for 5. The double diamond threshold is not particularly appealing on this. Wakuna Brave. Yeah, I don't mind a Gust Mage. It's like a flight threat that can make something else bigger. It's also good with Phoenix Guard Lancer. Just get some early troops to mobilize off of. Is Cloudbounder in this format? Please tell me Cloudbounder's in this format. I'm gonna pull this list of cards up here before I forget, so I can quick reference. Please be legal, Cloudbounder. Cloudbounder's like my bae. Blessed Scout is pretty good. Diligence, Summon a Thing is Cloud. Oh no, there's no Cloudbounders in this set. What a tilt. Storm Rider's pretty good though. It's like Windrake, like a 2/2/3 with flight for 3 is like a good baseline, and like the randomly having a 1-shot to reverse stuff is like exceedingly useful a lot of the time. It's another evasive threat. 2-drop's kind of nice for curving out, but I think we're just gonna basically play blue-white skies. Cloudbounder is essentially my spirit animal, you're not wrong. This pack's pretty good for us. I wouldn't mind if the Scout wheeled, the Gust Mage wheeled, the Evaporate or the Aerialist wheeled. I don't think the Dingle's playable, but like we've got 4 cards in here I wouldn't mind coming back around to us. Blindside is super playable combat trick. Ready and exhausted troop. It gets +3/+3. It's like pseudo reach The Spirit Bounce Spy doesn't seem terrible because it could just like trade and then be an evasive threat afterward, but I think I'm going to take the trick here. Sure we get enough threats here too, though. This like ambushes attackers nicely too, like you've attacked with one of our evasive threats and then we can like blindside and block something larger on the ground that's like racing us. Oh, oh. Alright, so there's still a Blessed Scout in this pack, which either means I'm, like, overvaluing this card, or no one's a diamond. I think I'm going to stake the Blessed Scout. Let's go to Blindside, too. Lamify and Winterbrave are in this pack, though. The gems are all legal gems, right? So this Winterbrave has Flight on attack. Is that... I thought I remember reading that. What are the gems? And all gems are legal in this format. Okay, that's sweet. This is exhausted opposing troop. It gets at the start of the turn, exhaust this, then create a spider egg player. This card's really good. It's like premium removal, like similar to Shackling Strands, but like eventually like kills our opponent by putting spiders in their deck. I don't think I want another blindside either, so I'm feeling pretty good that this made it this far to us. Is it just standard legal? That's not what the stuff said. It's kind of sad if it's only standard legal. It means a Flight on attack gem. It means these socketed troops are a lot worse. The Hex Tricator, gain a threshold of your choice. I think I'm going to pick this up and put it in the reserves for now. In case we, like, open a bomb later, this can allow us to splash a third shard pretty easily. The Friday update changed the list. That's sad. So this isn't a card that I want to like play in my starting unless we find something that like get it to like worth splashing. Cripple came back around. I'm pretty sure Cripple is playable. I also think like this card's probably a little bit too clunky, so I think I'd rather have the combat trick rather than like a 3/4 flyer that's expensive. We're at like 9-ish playables right now, which is like pretty good, right? Like we only need like 22, 23 playables tops. Well on track to hit that, only in pack 1, so wouldn't be surprised if we get to trim some of these at some point. We'll see how much removal. We actually have a lot of removal in this deck already, right? Like, this is getting me excited for this format, right? Because, like, I wasn't a huge fan of 777 because, like, there wasn't a ton of removal in that format, but, like, this deck's got, like, Shackling Strands and Webs and Cripple already. I think Mooncall Ceremony is pretty good. Like, this is a 1-drop. This is effectively a 2-drop when you have it in your opener, which is decent. I don't think this is good enough. It's basically, like, it's technically 2 flying bodies, but it's not 2 flying bodies that you can play on turn 3, so I think I'd rather take the Mooncall Ceremony. Look, we pack 1, picked 1, the Phoenix Guard Lancer port. Like, I can't not force my favorite archetype in the first draft, right? There's like, pack 1, pick 1, snap the Phoenix Guard Lancer. We did pass a landing pod slate for the Phoenix Guard Lancer, so like it wasn't completely free. I actually think this card's super playable in the Dreadling deck, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pick that up in case someone was hoping to have it come back around. Wow, we are solidly supposed to be in Diamond. I feel like people must be undervaluing this Evaporate, or maybe I'm overvaluing it because of with all the other actual removal in the format. Like, Evaporate's really good in 777 because there's not a lot of actual removal. I think I want this Blessed Scout, though. Hopefully we get another Mobilized Troop or 2. This card's just, like, very reasonable, Joe. Just, like, creates a solid stream of fodder. Call the Grace fine. It's, like, playable. This card's like marginally worse with less mobilize in the format, I suppose. I did see the A's introduced. Sweet. Be interesting to see where those come up at. So normally this card's super playable, but in the previous limited format in this archetype, but if we don't have all of the gems, it's not, because it can't have flight on attack, which is sad. I don't think I want another blindside. I don't know where the power level this format is at. I don't think this card is limit draft playable at a glance, but I'm gonna go ahead and pick it up because I think we're more likely to play it than another blindside. Pack 2 already have like half the playables we need. What does this pack? Oh, jeez. Play Arcane Focus? That's so good. That's so good. Get to my good cards more consistently. I think I'd rather have a Shackling Strands. Shackling Strands is pretty good. Take note there's a Talonkeep Watcher in here. This card's pretty good. If we get a couple of them. So like if we see like another Talonkeep Watcher come around and like there's nothing else reasonable to pack, we'll pick that up, hoping to get that one to come back. I mean, hopefully the fact that Runeir's coming means that we're going to be getting some more Mortal support. Guardian Grauk. This is excellent with my 2 Blessed Scouts that are Diligence. So let's snap this guy up. Well on our way to playing an 18 shard deck here. Skittering Cultivator's decent, just like as a 1/4 wall against aggressive decks. Sapphire Ice is a pretty good pickup here, though. I think I've already got so many playables in here. I think I'd like to take the Sapphire Ice for the fixing potential that it offers. Wouldn't mind the Skittering Cultivator coming back around. Wouldn't mind a Scouring Light for a reserves card. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Ice for now. I think that's definitely the one I want. Webborn Apostate is really good, especially if we're going to end up on Ada, which we probably are. Taking charges away from people is fantastic. I'm pretty sure this card's constructed playable. Like, we play it in Furiko, and, like, that deck's like a pseudo-real. It's like a tier 2, tier 1.5 deck. This card's real strong. Theorize is okay. Want another cripple? Really, like, just like this card makes, like, if all my stuff, most of my stuff is flying anyways, like, this cripple can just, like, take out one of their ground pounders effectively if I'm just going over its head anyways. Let's give it time. Wait, oh, someone asked me about the World's List Butterfly. I mean, Energy's a mechanic. I don't know. WotC's really good. They basically played like Kaladesh block constructed, right? Like, good job highlighting your new format, Wizards of the Coast. Your new set. Good stuff. Way to push those cards. Good rotation cycle. Huh. Is 2 Grauks too many Grauks? Probably not. I want bombs at my top end. If I take this, I'm basically committing to playing 18 resources, I think. Lamify's fine with that. Lamify's decent too. I'm going to take the Grauk. There's a chance this card would wheel. But, like, I really like this card at my top end, especially with these Blessed Scouts. Like, let me tell you about a card that wins a board stall. 4/4 flyers, they win some board stalls. Look, I'm not... My opinions on Wizards of the Coast only sound like bashing so often because they fuck up a lot, right? Like, I mean, like, those are probably just, like, miserable matchups, right? Like, you can't have a good matchup against everything. I'm probably going to play with the Grixis deck some more, but I don't think you're going to fix a matchup like that. 1/4, whenever a troop you control a flight... Holy crap. When you're already in the blue-white Flyers archetype, and you get past the Spellstone Gargoyle. I've never drafted with this card before, but this card's a great addition to here. Almost makes up for the fact that I don't have Cloudbounders. I mean, people, they're pot committed, right? Like, they spent infinite dollars. It doesn't matter what Wizards of the Coast does. Like, they're going to keep giving them more infinite dollars. Just how it is. Stockholm Syndrome. I'm just blunt about it. I don't sugarcoat it. This is what it is. Baby, you gonna be so good with Ada. Well, I love me a Wakuna coin. Not super interested in this. What does this do? That's crappy. Love me some coins. Anyone who watched me draft 665 and 665 knows I love me some coins. I get coins and ice. I'm gonna draft so many resources in this format. It's unreal. It's unreal. How many resources I'm about to draft in this format. In the real... Maybe. I want to try Chandra's Defeat. Seems pretty sweet. Ain't it good? Yeah. Got a pretty good curve here. Remember, too, that this Phoenix Guard Lancer has Mobilize, so it's really a 4-drop. It's one of the things that's annoying about the Hex deck editor. I wish I could, like, physically drag this card over so we knew where it was. Shield Bash. Target troop gets +1/+2. I feel like I have enough removal and tricks that I just want more threats at this point. I also have like 17 playables already. I think I'm going to go ahead and grab these Talonkeep Watchers, because if we get a few other of these late, I wouldn't mind playing this card if I get like 3 or 4 of them. Dingle's I have plenty of removal. I'm going to grab the Ethereal Caller. This might be good against like a removal heavy deck. Going on, Groguru. LV, that was cool. 10 years older, but something to do. Living out in LA. Sports car just to prove. Why like me? Coaster. I think this is a battle agenda deck. If you want a sweeper, you probably wanted to kill the Dino. I would just play Reckoning in the main. I'm going to take the Battle Agenda. We might want some velocity in this deck. Actually, don't really have anything that draws cards, which is, like, kind of a bad thing in our deck full of, like, a bunch of 1-for-1s. With how much removal we ended up on, we might not want this Evaporate. We'll see. There's a good number of combat tricks in this format, and Evaporate's, like, kind of nuts against combat tricks. See what all playables we end up with after pack 3. There's another Talonkeep Watcher. I think 2 means we can start picking these with some priority. This is a 3/2 with flight and defensive, and if you have another Watcher or a Hunter, it can attack as though it didn't have defensive. So you just go like Watcher on 2, Watcher on 3. You just get to like start beating your opponent down with a 3/2 flyer. No, apparently it's only the standard legal gems and standard legal champions. They posted a note about that in the Friday update today. Originally, that's what they said they thought it was going to be, but... Knows. Combat tricks. Good. I think I'm going to play this Theorize. I'll take a combat trick. I don't know. We got blue-white cards, and they fly. We got Ada's going to make some more flying troops for us, even at 6 charges. Probably still great. We're going to play 18 resources like the good Lord intended. Lamify 2. Good golly. Golly gee. It's just, you know what's really good after you turn your opponent's troop into a 2/2? Having a 1/3. It's like pick up another Spellstone Gargoyle or a Phoenix Guard Lancer in this last pack and just like take some folks to Pound Town. Wouldn't mind a Lanu Pause site. Draft that before someone runs us over with it. It's been a while since we've done an evening Hex stream. This is exciting. Anyone else planning to bash tomorrow? I know I am. I'm planning to smash and bash and clash. Not clash this weekend. Next weekend, when we have a Kismet clash, I'm probably going to clash. This card's a lot worse without the flight on attack gem. Like, significantly. Ask for a Spellstone Gargoyle and you shall receive a Spellstone Gargoyle. Wouldn't mind this Windborne Ascension wheeling. The Mechanized Aerialist is okay. The Warp Steel Shardsworn also okay. But 10 out of 10, taking the Gargoyle that grows larger. Is that legal in this set? Is that in this set? I would love that card. Yeah, so Corey posted in his Friday update that we're gonna have Kismet clashes starting next weekend. So this Sunday, 2 days from now, is still the normal set 7 clash, but next weekend, starting on the 14th or 15th, whenever that would be, the 15th is gonna be a Kismet clash. Next action in your deck is minus 2 cards. That's pretty good, right? I think I want the Cyclone Rider. That seems like DC plus. Light of Day's pretty good. Like, it's kind of expensive. My deck's got a lot of expensive in it, and I've got Shackling Strands, Cripples, and Incubation Webs in this Lamify already. I don't take the Cyclone Rider. Like, having a flyer on turn 3 curved into Spellstone Gargoyle lets things get out of hand really quickly. Wow. And we have 22 cards here with 2 resources, so I need like two more-ish playables. Is Airvolution in this format? No, it's not. Airvolution is not in this. You gotta be really excited there for like half a second. Don't tease me like that. Don't tease me like that. 2 health, that's pretty terrible. This card's pretty good. Readies on each opposing turn. We're gonna be like in 18 resources anyway, so let's like get some bomb diggities up in here. Here. Up and y'all gonna make me lose my cool. Another Sapphire Ice? Yeah, I like picking resources with high priority. Spider enters plan to control your major draw card. I think I'm gonna take the Sapphire resource. Wouldn't mind if the Cyclone Rider or the Arcane Focus came back right. I'm pretty sure the Ice is just better than the Arcane Focus. Especially with like my recent Focus is so much worse than Guidance experience. Like, let's just play the Shard. I wonder with Ice if I could play less than 18 resources. That might be a possibility. When I was pretty firm on the 18 resource Ada last season, we didn't have Ice in our decks. The fact that we have Ice probably makes 17 acceptable. Because these are like basically double resources when you need them to be. On memory. This card might be fine. It's like a 1/3 flyer. Like that, curving into the Spellstone Gargoyle. It's like some fixing too, occasionally, because Ada needs double Sapphire for this. Occasionally you want some fixing. I think I'm going to pick this up. Anything else is too exciting in this pack? Like, I don't know if this is going to make the final cut. We'll see what all we end up with after this pack is done, but I don't think this card's completely embarrassing. This is 22 playables right now. I think I'm gonna take this extra battle agenda just in case we end up wanting some card draw. I don't think I want another blindside or this Spirit Bound Spy. This deck's just about built at this point. Probably wouldn't hate like another piece of removal. Did they add Evolution in? Did they not update this page? Is that what happened? That's really annoying. They didn't update their overall page. Wait, that means there's a chance Cloudbounder? I would have seen a Cloudbounder by now, right? Sad there's no Cloudbounders. I just wanna bound clouds. Corey, if you're out there, if you ever decide to update the list of cards in here, Cloudbounder's my boy. My life needs more Cloudbounders in it. I only have like 60 of them. And again, like, this card would be a snap pick if Light on Attack was legal, but it's not, so I think I'm going to grab this Gust Mage, just good at enabling my Spellstone Gargoyles. This is 23 playables. I think with 2 Ice, I'm going to go ahead and just play 17. Cheery Songbird. Not gonna be getting life. Alright, I'm gonna grab this extra Evaporate, just in case we could get someone that's got a lot of combat tricks. Fine. No, Kismet is on the art on the website, though. Sure, it's Dees. Maybe this is a good... I don't know that I'm going to board in. This is probably too expensive. I'm going to grab the Shield Bash for now. We might reasonably reserve this in against someone full of Ruby removal. It's like 1 cost, save target Dorko. If target Dorko, you have been chosen to be saved. Hate draft this Vine Lash right here. Get on in my pool. What are you talking about, JVL? What's expensive? It's clunky, right? Like, there's gonna be times when you draw it and it's not fantastic. There's got aggressive decks in this form. I might take the 2/2 that Canes too. I might feel like there's a non-zero chance I board this card in. Just like, it's not always going to be cheap. There's gonna be times where it clunks up. I think we've got enough clunk at the top of the curve. You're probably gonna hear our curve coming down the hallway a little bit. Hear it from a couple doors down. Another Cyclone Rider. I think I would have to cut something for that one. I think I'm happy with Cyclone Riders. I think my 2 Spellstone Gargoyles merit having Windrakes. Maybe that means this isn't playable. Probably means this isn't playable. We definitely the junk is in the trunk. You are not incorrect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 flyers plus Ada. Yeah, that's probably plenty. This Theorize might be playable, so I'm going to snake that for now. I don't think I need a Shield Bash. Do you need 12th flyer? How do we feel about that 12th flyer versus, like, the Webborn Apostate? I feel like the Webborn Apostate's relevant. Like, getting to 8 on 5 is, like, really good. It's so good, in fact, they made it so you needed a 6th charge. Kinda sad these Talonkeep Watchers didn't pan out. Well, I guess I'd have to figure out what I was cutting if they did, so, like, shouldn't be too sad, but... Sure. Okay, someone's got a powerful action that we need to counter. These are great. Whenever you have... So, for those of you that don't know, whenever you have someone that's really salty on the ladder, or even in a tournament, you should mail them an Immortal Tears in-game mail afterwards. Take their username down and just send them one copy of this card. You never have too many Immortal Tears, because there's going to be plenty of salty players. I think we built while we played there. I'm not sure if these battle agendas are worth playing. Here's my pretty lady. Stuffer. Alright, I think this is good. So we're a little bit more sapphire than diamond. So I'm going to go ahead and add 6 of these. And then we'll have... That's 6, that's 7, 8 more of each. So we'll have 9 sapphire, 8 diamond. That seems fine. I don't have any socketed cards. I'm not sure if the format is kind enough to like want these battle agendas or not. I think I'm going to try without them to start. Have a little bit more interaction. Check it. Check it. See. Wreck it. See. Whether to save Kismet packs or use them to enter more drafts. I mean, I assume you should just use them to enter more drafts, right? Furiko shouldn't be in the same limited format as Dreadlings. Did you consider killing your opponent faster? Lost to another aggressive deck. Okay, so the format's probably not battle agenda friendly. Maybe these shackling strands and like spot removal aren't very good if like people are running around with a bunch of aggressive stuff. Oh no! We forgot sleeves in a battle board. What a giant failure I am. Look at my silver limited plinth here. I've not been playing a ton of limited this season. By that I mean actual done before tonight. Turn 2 Blessed Scout. Fate Weave the non-resource to the top here since we already got 5 lined up. This is whenever they play in action, we get 3 spider eggs. That card's gross. Place Blessed Scout out so this can't attack in at least. I've never played against spiders in limited. They're like exceedingly good, right? Because like my deck's real tiny. I think my opponent's gonna make fun of my deck size. My deck is really tiny. I'm very conscious about my deck size. Man, my opponent's putting a bunch of swamp gas in their deck. Oh no! There's so many good actions matter cards. This pseudo removal is not great against this hatchery. Alvoker, let me tell you what. Man, you know what's really good against this board? A 1-3. Things I am in for. 1-3s. Love me some 1-3s. Hey, Squishy. 6-3 source. Play this. Valor this. This is a 1-2 that gets to play defense against like this and this. And then it's also going to tip my opponent for a point next turn with the Spellstone Gargoyle. I mean, 3 eggs per thing. They're going to get a ton of spiders in our deck. This thing scales really quickly, though. So, like, we're going to hit my opponent. This will become 2 power. We'll hit my opponent with both of them. It'll become 4 power. Like, it just gains, like, 2 power a turn, basically. Block. No attack. Sting. Was that a good draw? If so, why? Can anyone please explain for me? Just get dingled or something. Don't do it. Have a hard opponent. AB. My Gust Mage about to die. Don't eat it, Mr. Gust Mage. Don't eat it. Trigger. Trigger! Every time my opponent gets hit by a flying Dorko, Spellstone Gargoyle gets a little bit larger. Alright, do your bratwurst, opponent. Ugh. 5 resources. I feel like there's something scary. Let's do whenever you play an action. Okay. That's really good. Man, cantrips that like make your entire team bigger seem excellent. Opponent has no tricks. Alright, God bless. We've got resources. Then we're just gonna hit 8 on curve. Just like, welcome to the race, opponent. Rawr. Hit you for 3, add 4 power to the table. Oh, yeah. They're just dead in 2, right? They're gonna crack them for 8 next turn, and then lethal the following turn, basically. It's pretty good. Pretty good. That's decent for their side of the table. You're gonna make attacks now because you're gonna gain charges when your shit dies? Oh, alright, yep, take 4. Sucks. Add 6 power to the table. God, that's gross. What am I doing here? What am I doing, chat fam? Doing this. Yep. I mean, this is my thing. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Go ahead. Alright. Alright, good. Excellent. Because I wanted the 1/3 to block. Evaporate seems decent. Like, the game was ending the following turn, so I'd rather have the larger troop back to block. Like, the 1/1 was irrelevant. Lamify? I guess Lamify, like, actually gets rid of his effect on that one guy. And Incubation Mode, maybe, because it's kind of clunky. Select a sleeve here. I have a flying... This sleeve is just, like, the perfects. Select a battle board. This is definitely a coastline battle board type deck. I mean, I assume we're gonna have set 8 drop before the next CCS tracks. And then... This isn't even a fair fight. My opponent's Cosmic. I'm only silver. Not even fair. Seems like aggressively medium minus, right? I guess the Blessed Scout's pretty good in this matchup. But, like, it's kind of awkward, too, because, like, I want to play Webborn on 2 to, like, take their charge away so they can't chant power on 3, but then, like, I'm not getting my Blessed Scout going till later, and, like, this hand has 5 resources in it, but, like, it also needs to draw another diamond, so, like, I think I'm gonna mulligan this. Just, like, hand needs to draw resources and draw non-resources, so it's probably pretty bad. This hand just needs to draw shards, like, the actual, non-shard composition of it is decent. Look at that, gonna have a Webborn on 2. Opponent's getting charged up over there. That's awesome, because it means that we're going to get to guarantee a 4th resource drop as well. You aren't going to use that charge, were you, opponent? Is it okay if I borrow that? Thanks. In the end, if we draw a non-slow shard, we can Mooncall plus play whatever we conscript, which is decent. It's like snapping this trade here. Wow, that's a good trade for us, I think. Oh, no blocks. Non-slow shard, Dece plus. 2-drop, also Dece plus. Non-slow resource. Let's do this first, just to make sure we want to play it out. That's kind of a tilt. I don't actually have that many Ardent things, right? I think I'm just gonna play this out to block their guy. Just want to kind of be defensive here. We got like this Vigilant Duskwing, and we've got these Phantoms, so like we have inevitability that our opponent doesn't have. I think I'm happy to just like play this out and trade it there. Like we're technically trading down on tempo, because like we're trading 3 resources for their 2 resources that like dealt us some damage. But I think I would like to work towards stabilizing the board. Maybe an okay number of Ardent troops. Super happy to make this trade, though. Like, if I'm not playing this card here, I could, like, play Shackling Strands, but I think I'd rather play Shackling Strands than something else. This seems like loose sequencing on my opponent's part. If you have the Theorize, you're supposed to play pre-combat, I think, because, like, they could hit Swamp Gas and kill my 3-1 for free, right? Yeah, I agree. Especially, like, and, like, now we hit Arcane Focus, too, so, like, if they found Swamp Gas, like, they got super punished. I'm willing to cripple that. I think I'm willing to just cripple that. Especially because, like, unless I hit, like, the other ice that's in my deck here, I'm going to, I'm going to get to Ada plus Vigilant Duskwing here. Actually, we need to hit Diamond to Ada, because Ada is double Diamond. But if I hit even a Sapphire, I can Vigilant Duskwing next turn. This is quick, right? God bless. Didn't mess that one up. I guess, do I really care about this? I have this Vigilant Duskwing coming down next turn. Maybe I don't care about this. Yeah, okay, I'm a liar. I'm just gonna take 3 here. Flourish. Do I want to use this as a gain 4, kind of? Nah, I think that's fine. I think this is still fine. I mean, like, there's still plenty of time for us to go 2-1. Have faith. Alright, so we missed on the Diamond. It's a little bit of a tilt. Means they have removal for this. We're gonna take another 3 here. So, like, missing on the Diamond makes, not crippling feel a little bit worse. By a little bit, I mean a lot of bit worse. I mean, like, these games have variance by design. Like, you should never expect a 3-0 with the deck, even if the deck is exceedingly strong. Like, I always love when people post, like, this is a 3-0 deck. It's like, man, you should not expect to win 100% of your matches, even if your deck is great. That's not how games like this work. Alright, I'm going to, Man, am I blocking here? Blocking here seems like exceedingly loose, right? They just have infinite combat tricks. Yeah, I'm just gonna take it. I don't know how much reach is in this form. There's like Blazing Hammer and stuff. What do you got? This is gonna die if you don't have an action. Whoa, it just died. Holy crap. Okay, so this is a touch awkward. Like, I think I'm supposed to put a non-resource on top. It kind of sucks if I, like, because, like, I need a resource to hit this Ada activation, but, like, I really don't want to draw a shard, because if I, like, put a Sapphire on top, I'm going to be, like, super sad. So, hopefully we don't get double Blazing Hammered out of the game after taking that hit for 6 there. Maybe, I think not crippling this was probably pretty greedy. I'm just going to die with these cards in my hand, probably. Don't let me down. Oh, these X ones I have are probably pretty mediocre against swampgas.com. Well, I guess if they're pointing swamp gas here, then they're not pointing swamp gas at my face. Right now. Ashes. Don't let me down. Man, that's a tilt. So, like, now I'm gonna end up crippling this anyways, and, like, it dealt 6 points of damage to me, so yeah, 10 out of 10 should have crippled this on that turn 4. Got a little greedy. Holy crap! What a dagger. Wow, we're gonna lose this game now. And, like, we were a little bit unfortunate to, like, not have hit double diamond for the Ada, but, like, you know, the actual reality is that, like, I'm losing this game because I got greedy. Didn't, well, now that I have this, I'm just gonna play this and pass. Although I guess I'm gonna Shackling Strands this in case they have a speed troop. They could also, like, draw Swamp Gas and kill this if they attack into it, and that's not very good for me either. Yeah, like, I'd be up a lot of health right now if like 9 points if I'd have just crippled when I should have. Man, what a wizard. Or one. Dead to Swamp Gas off the top over there. Can fire up the old engines and head into a race here. I've got 4 Swamp Gas in there, 26 cards right now, so not playing that cripple. They have 3 Swamp Gases and 6 cards. So they play. Ding. Alright, another resource lets them put 3 more Swamp Gas in their deck, though. Creates 4. Oh, that's gross. There's 5 Swamp Gas in there? They should offer this trade. I'm gonna blindside and block. This dies, which gives them a charge, which sucks. So it lets them put 4 more lethal cards into their deck, but I'm pretty sure we're just supposed to, like, do this and race them. Hey, JVL with the 16-month subscription. Thank you really much. I really appreciate that. Welcome back. This is the game I played Wakuno Coin on 1-2, right? Or is that a different game? I feel like it was this game, so I don't even have any health gain in my deck. I mean, the good news is, like, if they brick off here for a little bit, we're going to kill them very quickly. They're going to 13 here. It's up to 4. They're dead in 2. Only one that walks. Yep, there's 1 brick. 1 brick, 2 brick, red brick, blue brick. And even leave back this Gust Mage next turn, so I need 1 more brick out of him. Who needs a champion power? Not us. I'll hold this. Maybe induce a mistake. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Have a heart. If I attacked with this, would I have killed them this turn? No, probably not. Gives them a redraw. I'm still gonna leave this back so they don't have Flickering Gobblers and out. Attack with both of these. Although I guess, so if I attack with this, it means a flyer doesn't save them. I think I'm supposed to be conservative and not die to a Flickering Gobbler here. Oh. Oh, wait, this is awful. This lets them... Okay, so they blocked this. I should have attacked with everything because they could have just eaten this. 1 more shard for me, big boy. Don't draw one of your 800 Swamp Gases that kills me. I'm an idiot. Is there a game 3? There's not a game 3! Ooh, silver tier 2. This is a no justice stream. Come on now. We all know what the outcome of that game was going to be. This is a no justice stream. 1020. Let's go. Let's go. Everyone's having a good Friday evening. Hanging out, Playing some Kismet drafts here tonight. New Hex limited format. Sets 3 through 7 cards. All the champions, standard legal gems. Furiko, things are about to get a little furry up in here. Now, this is a fair fight. My opponent's bronze and I'm silver. The fairest of fights. Yeah, Saint seems fine. Let's get Gust Mage on one. Action and stuff. Find that Spellstone Gargoyle for 4. Be really lucky. Let's go, furry friend. I wish it said what card this was from on it. Turn 1. We've been, for the Magic players in the audience, we've been referring to this card as Elves of Ugin in our testing for the Ruby Diamond Sockets deck. Furiko's kind of scary. So for 7 charges, he threatens to give all their troops +2/+2 permanently, which is... I haven't really played against this champion in Limited because, well, like, I haven't been playing a ton of this current set Limited. Seems really obnoxiously powerful, right? So we are definitely under the gun to be aggressive here. Our deck's a little bit more mid-range controller, so I wouldn't be surprised if, like, if my opponent's deck is designed to capitalize on this, like, if it's a bad matchup for us. He's going to turn even these non-threats into pretty scary threats. Four more turns till we die. Oh, no! All the Elves of Ugin. All of these O3s that are going to turn into... Skyguard Steadfast. What kind of poop is that? It's a rude opponent. The next troop gets Skyguard Steadfast too. What a tilt. So do I want to play the Cyclone Rider or do I want to Strands this? I think because I drew this, I'm just going to go ahead and fire off the Shackling Strands. I was going to play this for the sake of resource efficiency, but the fact that you just go ahead and do this seems great. Another thing that's not great for us. Regret. Such selfishness. Gust Mage going to work here. 21 more turns, Mr. Gust Mage. 21 more turns. Rude. I guess they're trading a piece of removal for, like, my Gust Mage, so, like, more power to you. Ooh, we got an empowered one. That's really good. So, because this has a cost reduction and it's empower, we double it to a 4, and it'll be a 4 cost, 4/6. Let's just go ahead and, bad boy out there. Give him the old smash down here. It doesn't care about your next troop having Skyguard unless it's got a big booty like this one. Hopefully we hit a resource in our next 2 draws so we can put this Guardian Grelk into play on 6 along with our champion power and just, like, go take him to Pound Town in the sky. Action. Deploy another socketed troop. On 1. Sure. Yes, that doesn't do anything. Give a 3/3 with that. That's fine. Ding. Fries are done. They've got a lot of chump blockers here for this, but this is basically just going to, like, get them under the abyss here at some point. Start abyssing them right now, sure. Play this out. Because this is only a 3/3, the blind side's going to let this pound through it, which is nice. They're still 3 turns off of their champion power, which means if they're hitting their champion power anytime soon, I think if he attacks with this, I'm just going to go ahead and eat it here. Like, it's going to be bigger with the Furiko ability anyways. And I'm going to, like, use my 6 resources next turn anyways. And if I take this off the table now, I can pound in with this 2/1 next turn. Seems like super beneficial for us to do. 0 cost Shackling Strands. Deal. Rar. This is my Guardian Grelk. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Some bodies from my Grelk. Just casual 12 power on the table. Like, played more resources than my opponent, and I guess we've, like, kind of played more resources, right? Like, these are like, pseudo-resources. Interesting, there was a Ruby Shard in their deck. Smashy, smashy! Still 2 turns off of their champ power. Probably dead. Lasgar's Vengeance isn't legal in this format, right? Okay, you're still dead, right? You're just like showing me cards that are in your deck for some reason. This doesn't have speed, right? Nope. Very dead, showing me you have Communion and Wax in this card. Okay. Delio. Do I have anything that kills artifacts? I don't think so. Evaporate's probably like D's plus, right? Like I can evaporate something annoying in response to them hitting their champion power. This reverts, right? Yes, that's probably fine. Maybe cut this cripple because it's not good against their guys if they pump them up. That. Small change. Nicotine. 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 This hand's great, right? We can Mooncall Ceremony on 1 and to play it on 2. We got a Webborn, we got a Spellstone, just like super powerful curve. Hopefully we hit some resources. We're gonna like hit our first 6 resources on time every game in this deck. The Webborn Apostate's actually excellent as well because like keeping them off of their Furiko ability for a turn if they're like curving out into it is very valuable. Should just play this Mooncall Ceremony for the auto pass value. Missed that sweet, sweet auto pass value. Sure. Yup. Yes, ma'am. Yes, madam. You are here, and you are bringing the beat down. No good words, but I know. Joke of a romantical stuck to my tongue. Way down with words too. Oh, baby. We might just tempo them out of this game at this point, actually. Ooh, we get to Webborn here. I mean, to like end step evaporate their play next turn, plus play Spellstone Gargoyle. Hit them for 6 next turn. I assume the Kismet drafts are going to be live until set 8 drops, and set 8's probably going to drop somewhere in like 5 to 6 weeks. It might be less than that, actually. If it's going to be out before the next CCS, it might be less than that. Probably about a month. Corey Jones also mentioned on the forums that, like, ooh, that's got Barry. Is that worth having them pick back up? I think it is. I think it is. I don't think they're gonna mill me out here, especially if we're like applying a ton of pressure. 2 quarters and a hot pen, and I don't want to forget how your voice sounds. Come write them, so you need them just to get by. Hit a spark. Okay, we need to hit a Sapphire here, but otherwise we are on track to hit this Guardian Grelk on time, along with our champion power. It's to 13, so we play a Spellstone Gargoyle. If they only play out one thing next turn, we get to Shackling's Transit, and then like crack them for 7, and then they're dead the following turn potentially. Might not even need to get to this Guardian Grelk. The classic prophesize an on-power effect onto something with 0 power. Alright, so this is going to let them block here. The Spellstone Gargoyle snowballs itself pretty quickly, though, which is awesome. For professional, we'll draw a 3-drop Flying Troop here. Second Shackling Strands. Oh, I get to Ada this turn. I was thinking I didn't get to Ada this turn, but I have Webborn Apostate out. Huh. Alright, so... If I Shackling Strands... I definitely want to do this so they can't trade. If I Shackling Strands this one, I'm hitting them for 7 down to 6. And then this becomes 2... I don't know if it's worth burning a Shackling Strands on this to get 2 more points of damage, and I don't think it is. I think we're going to have them on a 3-turn clock regardless of if we play this. Whoa! They just didn't block. Deal. Deal, Skipoo. Oh. Laugh. What would you do? Need more. It's 30 seconds to Mars. Bury me, bury me. Finished with you. How dead are you to this Shackling Strands? Hopefully very. They need another troop here, or they need some kind of removal. If they had another troop, they would have played it out before this, right? So they could power it up. They could have removal here. I'm just gonna do this and try to push lethal rather than play the Gardening Rock this turn. Deadzo! Break me! Ooh, booster packs! Bury me, I am finished with you. What's going on, folks? Hope everyone's having a great Friday night. We're 2-0, 4-0 in our first Kismet draft with blue-white skies here. Sapphire, Diamond, Flight Troops. Let's go! This draft format has to be great. It's got a blue-white skies deck. I almost forgive them for not putting Cloudbounder in it, but I'm probably going to complain about not having Cloudbounder the longer these drafts go on. But this deck is still excellent, but it would be more excellent if it involved, like, 3 or 4 Cloudbounders. I'm not greedy. 2 Cloudbounders? Could I have 2 Cloudbounders? My Blessed Scouts would be much better if they involved Cloudbounders. Sorry, unfortunately, you don't get to listen to my 30 Seconds to Mars because I don't have a license to play their music over Twitch. So, you could probably find them yourself on YouTube or something like that. The kids are asleep. It's Hex After Dark. I'm gonna jam out to my music. I don't listen to music during the day because I have to keep an ear out for the kiddos. We're gonna, like, get stuck with, like, the Mama Yeti sleeve for the first one. It's, like, the one I want the least. What if I... 2-0 opponents, come to me. Come hither. Ooh. An Adamir in the 2-0 bracket, you say. Oh, This is an interesting question. In 665, we were like 95% sure You were supposed to choose to draw on the Adamir. I don't know. I'm torn. I in 665 when I hit the Adamir, I just like snap chose to draw. Bob, tell me I'm supposed to be on the play. God, I really want to draw. I'm gonna be on the draw. I'm gonna go second. Second. Just like want the highest possible chance to hit your champion power on 6, and being on the draw gives you a higher chance to do that. Look at that. I put my opponent on the play and then they mulliganed. God, I am a powerful wizard. Brandon Bunce with the 2-month resubscription. Thank you for the resupport. I do appreciate it. Welcome back. Come on. You always feel less bad about mulliganing when you're on the play. Or when you're on the draw. Like, the old... Look at this. I'm gonna need that extra card to hit this 5th resource. We watch. We are very unlucky. Yeah, the champion selection is really interesting, right? Because usually limited, the champions are pretty focused. You have like more of a guiding hand. You're like, all right, I'm in archetype Y. I'm supposed to choose champion X. Cyclone Rider's probably a card I want to board out in this matchup. 2/1 flyers don't line up well against Ada. That looks like a card that's going to get incubation webbed. Ding. So, incubation web exhausts this thing every turn and puts an egg in my opponent's deck every turn. So, like, put an egg on their face nice and early gives us more chances to draw said eggs. So, or them to draw said eggs, I suppose. So, enjoy your egg a turn until you die. You want to talk about a card that's good in Adamirs? Vigilant Duskwing's a card that's good in Adamirs. Just, like, plays offense and defense. Oh, geez, is my opponent missing a shard? God, I feel so smart and thin having put them on the play. What just good, clean living. Nope. That's fine. I'd rather lose that than something else, I guess. And Holy Reprisal. We're talking about cards that are bad in the Adamir. Get some more egg on your face, opponent. 2 eggs in their deck. Yes, they drew a... Oh, no resource? God bless us, everyone. What are the odds that if we win this game, my opponent chooses to play in the next game? Like 110%? Have some more egg on your face, opponent. Enjoy. Alright, what are we doing here? I think I'm supposed to cut these Cyclone Riders. I think they're pretty medium minus. Because my opponent's going to have a bunch of Phantoms, I should cut those. This can't have Flight on attack, right? The gym doesn't exist? Sad. Cruising on! With the 21-month resubscription, I sure didn't sub for... It's special limited, Cruising on. It's special limited, and I'm 5-0 in games so far. 5-0 in games. I think I'm gonna bring in this Golden Griff and this Duskwing Shepherd. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Just like bring in bigger flyers that aren't X1s. I have any other X1 flyers, right? Nope, good. Everybody says none. What do you think? Opponent's gonna put us on the play, right? Opponent's gonna put themselves on the play, I mean. Paramore covers. Be immortals. Is this even a fair fight? My opponent, it's another opponent that's cosmic. It's just so unfair. I'm just this lowly little. My opponent chose to go first. God bless you, opponent. It worked out really well for you last game. Well, I would love the extra card. Thank you. Don't mind. Ooh, look at that on the draw. Have the perfect one cost play now. Gonna curve out. Ooh, you know what screams aggro? A grizzly bear. An empower card? That is an empower card. Peace. We could be immortal. We're gonna curve right out here, go 2, 3, empower on 4. This card's like not stellar with empower, right? Like, I guess I have 1 Wakuna coin in my deck that could like really get my opponent because it'll gain 6 if we gain life. But like it's a 2/8, right? Like it's just like this giant wall. Not even the bluff attacks, huh? Oh, baby. I don't even know how to contain myself right now. That's a turn 4 Spellstone Gargoyle. That's a turn 4 Spellstone Gargoyle. When I was young, my father took me into the city to see a marching band. He said, son, when you grow up, would you be the savior of the broken, the beaten, and the damned? Defeat them, your demons, and all the non. So I need to shackling transit. So unfortunately, I'm not getting my Spellstone Gargoyle down this turn, but that's fine. Like this is dealt with. We're cracking them for 3. They don't play another flyer next turn. We're gonna like go Spellstone Gargoyle and like crack them for 4 and like make our Spellstone Gargoyle like obnoxiously huge. Just like have them solidly on the back foot here. How many more flying units do you have? That's annoying. I guess the one-shot revert's pretty good against that. That's not blocking anything this turn. Worth noting, would not have hit this resource on time if we'd have been on the play. We'd have missed. Get the feeling. Put the next resource on top of my deck so I can get my champion power on time. Feel like I should go. This is my Spellstone Gargoyle. There are many like it, but this one is huge. Got to go. We'll carry on. We'll carry on. Carry on. Tilt. Man, that's good. All right, we gonna die? I feel like we're gonna die. It feels like we're dying. This cripple might be able to get him. I'm gonna do this and then pass the turn here. Carry on, we'll carry on. The last card is not a trick. Got him. They could just, like, be kind of tricksy and attack with just these two. Whoa. And you shouldn't have to do Hex card cruising in, by the way. It should just, it should recognize what game we're playing. You should just be able to do exclamation point and then the card name or exclamation point card. Rats didn't take the bait. Well, that means we can empower this. We'll have cripple up. Waiting for one of our breakers at this point or another piece of like actual removal, like another shackling strand or an incubation webs or a That's it, right? Shackling Lamify would also take this off the board. We know they drew a non-resource here because they Fate Wove last turn. Weeping Banshee. Sure. That's okay, right? Like, it's just not... This is a 2/8, so that one's pretty good. Do it down, don't break me. This is my Phoenix Guard Lancer. What's going on, Tom? This is what we call a board stall breaker. I guess they could jump this, jump a couple of times when this is 5/5. Tilt. Wait, what? Okay. Oh, I guess we're attacking him with this now, because it puts me under the abyss, basically. That's fair. It's 1/1 for each of their socket troop you control in your crypt. I'm just gonna take 5 here off of this, I think. Go away. Much for now. Get another piece of removal here. Attack with this. It's good for me. I'm just gonna cripple this now and block. This is a 2/8 now. These guys just bounce. And for an incubation webs or shackling strands here to take this out. That's decent. It means if my opponent wants to eat this Phoenix Guard Lancer, they have to trade all their flying guys off. It's fine for me. Trade all 3 of these for this. Which I guess might be appealing to them because then this can start attacking. This is bad. Oh, I guess I have a 1/3. Jump block, yep. You're technically like keeping the same amount of flying power, right? They're just like moving it over 1 basically. The next troop of your deck gets deployed. You may transform another troop you control to a Spirit Eagle. That's really good. So your next troop is gonna be really scary. Right. That the part where I just go ham, right? So just try and kill them. Hopefully they draw a shard for a turn or 2 and then they die. Wow, that's a... Alright, 1 shard and they're dead now. Not the prophesized troop or removal, please. It's the prophesized troop, tilt. Oh, it gives all their socketed things +1/+1 too. Holy crap. Are we dead now? I'm gonna turn this into a Spirit Eagle. But that makes, exhaust one of my... Oh, without flight. Okay, so it's gonna get to exhaust this. Dead. Probably dead here. Let them figure it out. I guess I could have left 1 Phantom back here to play around this. Because this exhausts this. And then I'm one blocker short. So if I'd have left another blocker back... Yeah, if I'd have left 1 blocker back, I could chump this and then kill them on the backswing. Yep. So, opponent was pretty fortunate to top deck this exactly. Well, I guess, like, they have to top deck something that, like, pumps a ton of stuff on their board, right? Like, that card added 4 power to the board on top of being the Spirit Eagle. Yeah, I don't know that that block was wrong, that attack was wrong. Like, I needed to pressure them. I honestly wasn't expecting them to, what's the word I'm looking for? I wasn't expecting them to trade a Spirit. I was expecting them to chump my 5 power guy, which meant I needed to, like, pressure them more. I was expecting, like, all my other 1/1s to hit. I'm gonna choose the draw again. I think being on the draw is correct. Their deck's not particularly aggressive. Fine. Super exciting, but fine. Incubation webs in the opener is pretty good. Draw like... I don't even know if we'd love to draw Sapphire Ace on one. Not even sure what I want to get. Probably Fate Weaving a 5th resource if we do. I definitely could have won that game if I'd have sequenced a little bit better. Or, like, thought about, like, how many blockers I was going to need. Well on track to miss our 4th shard drop. Well, we hit a piece of ice now, so we can gear 4 and 5. This card is so obnoxious when you hit it early. Alright, well that's good for us. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna do this and play the Duskwing. These are my 1/3s. I like them, but these ones are mine. Ice, which is going to guarantee their next resource if they need it. Get them closer away from this Crow Feather, though. Never mind. Wait. Exhaust, target opposing. If they attack with this, it's not optional for them to exhaust this. This onto here, encourage them to play this without getting value off of it, which is nice though. Sure. Thank you. Thank you for the free 1-drop. Gave me a free 1-drop for you to get like marginal value. Alright, so now am I just putting incubation webs on here? So just like get eggs in their deck really quickly. Got Shackling Shrines and Cripple left over. I'm gonna go ahead and attack with this so I get one more diligence off of it at least. No blocks. I guess I should have attacked. Why did my opponent like to block? Sure. It's their own, I guess. What a tilt. It's a good beat. Longer. Make out of it. Card, please. Ding. Hey, being on the draw. Have I mentioned how much I love being on the draw yet tonight? Oh, that's a real good one. What's going on, Immortals? I'm actually gonna Valor this guy. That way he can attack next turn with the Spearcliff Captain and give me an extra thing. Well, I guess they're gonna have Phantoms probably, right? Let's see. Sure. Weave on it. Yep. Rats. They hit the shard. Hoping they wouldn't hit the shard. Just gonna attack with this. On my Valorous troops flight. They want to trade 2 of their spears for this. I think I'm fine with that. That's unfortunate. I also had Cripple as a combat trick there. Next turn, if we miss on a shard again, I think I'm just going to swing this in so I can play the Guardian Grelk out. Please attack me. Beside this in. The way those Valors ended up playing out with the trick with the totem trap that they had, I'm a little sad. Got ground mostly locked up though. We just added a 4/4 to the sky, so and this Gralk is gonna get to start enabling diligence on my Blessed Scout, which is great. Got it. Huh. Gonna chump block this. Da 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 da. A little worried about attacking with this, but at the same time, I feel like I need to press my advantage in the sky where I've got it. Oh, they have Holy Reprisal in their deck. Oh, holy crap. Holy crap, Holy Reprisal. I should have attacked with this too. Should have attacked with this too. Because they don't have super good blocks on it, and then I play around Holy Reprisal. Butcher's whatever. Like, the Butcher's gonna get me at some point, regardless. Not super worried about Butcher. Like, Butcher's the type of card that, like, you're gonna get got by it, you're gonna get got by it. Oh, that was... God, I clicked too soon. Oh, I meant to use this to exhaust this. So, I want to kill this. This can eat this, and this can bounce here, and this can trade here. I'm gonna do that. Try and save this. I cripple this so I keep both my troops. And get, like, rid of its power permanently. Which is nice. I'm gonna take 4 on this attack. They're gonna lose 2 phantoms. I'm gonna lose a phantom. I'm gonna generate something off of this because of my Guardian Gralk. We're behind in the race, but I feel like we're ahead on board. I've got, like, more removal in my hand here, too. Which is nice. What? Alright, sure. Oh, this is gonna eat 2 now? That's... fine. I'm gonna lose... give my guys on this... plus these 2... plus that one. This is gonna... this is like self-enabling too, because that's gonna fuel this now. Valiant Escort's a good hit. And control. I'm gonna just grab an extra resource here since I've got a bunch of boss things in my hand. Welcome to trade here. I'm gonna sit here and just accrue card advantage from this Blessed Scout. Blessed Scout Guardian Grelk interaction. We'll exhaust down their 4-drop this turn. Pretty good. So, Looking a little bit like a llama to me. I don't know about the rest of you. It looks a little bit like a llama to me. So I clicked through this intentionally this time. If my opponent attacks with this, I'm going to Guardian Grelk, exhaust my Blessed Scout here. To exhaust their Phantom. And then I'm going to blindside my Blessed Scout, which will trigger Diligence on it. And then this will eat this. And then I get to use my Guardian Grelk again to exhaust something else. And get another Diligence trigger off of this on my turn. Anyone else hot and bothered? I'm a little hot and bothered. I am weak. I am weak. I am weak. Actually, I should probably just Shackling Strands this one, right? I'm going to Shackling Strands this one, because whatever their next threat is, I might need to actually get it off the table. Power and control. Thank you. Power and control. I'm not going to cycle this coin right now because I want to leave Valiant Escort up to protect my threats. Is that one good? What do we think? I think that one might be good. Echoing Blast. Alright, yep. Thank you. I'm gonna play these two out here. I'm just gonna cycle this, see what we get. First we can play it. Oh sweet, that can even just revert whatever this prophesies onto off of it. That's pretty good. Hey wife. Love you too. Okay. That had previously been on the stairs and there. You leave early for your thing tomorrow, right? There. Stone Gargoyle gets bigger. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. I don't think I'm playing around a sweeper at this point. Pretty unlikely that they have one. I should have attacked with this, right? This was a free attack. I didn't have anything that could block it. Would have gotten a free. No, she actually just got. She was working late, so letting me know that she was home. Attack. Attack, attack, attack. Now this gets eaten for free. Attack with the flying guys. How quickly are they dying here? Pretty quickly. This puts them to 16. This is 8. So playing this out doesn't actually increase the clock. So yeah, I'm just gonna pass actually. If there's any meaningful reason to do this, they're dead in 2 to these two. Although I guess if they like hit a removal spell for this, I'm supposed to. That's fair. What does this thing do? Invincible doesn't have crush. Good beats. No crush. Do 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 do. This means they're dead through a removal spell next turn. Play it out. Also gives me a little bit of insurance because they have something random with speed. Lost in my bedroom again. Imagine. Alright, well, they think they're not dead, but... no, they're actually just dead on board, right? Yeah! What kind of sleeves did we get? Survey says... show me my prizes! I don't understand where are my sleeves. Where are my sleeves? Where are my sleeves?